Okay, under this die here, uh, is that the singular for dice? Not sure. We have these three mutation options. And I'm going to start with selecting the mutate motive. And I'm going to hit 1 and see what that does to this simple 2-bar melody. Okay, so I'm going to just click on the dice. And let's undo that. It looks to me like it moved everything down by a step. Let's see, we're on the G here. Click that. Undo that. Okay. So what it did there was it shifted these 3 notes in bar 2. It shifted them over an 8th note. Let me hit it again. Shifted it over an 8th note. Didn't touch bar 1. Let's hit it again. Now it shifted them back. Clicking it and nothing's happening. Now it shifted it over, shifted those 3 notes in bar 2 over to the left. Now it shifted them over again, this time by only an 8th note. I clicked it again. Now it shifted these 2 notes over to the right. I'm going to click it again, shifting those 3 notes to the right. Shifting these 3 notes to the left, to the right, to the left. So it looks like it shifts the notes. It doesn't change the pitches, although it did seem like in one of them, the first one we tried, it did change the pitch, so I'm not sure, but for the most part it just seems to be shifting some of the notes left or right. Now we did select. I had the mutate rhythm on. Okay, that makes sense. That's why it didn't shift the pitches, because I thought I had selected the mutate motive, but it did rhythm and it all, so that's why it applied to both bar 1 and bar 2. So if we select 1, maybe that will just operate on one of the bars. Let's see. All right, I'm clicking. Okay, it operated on just that bar. Operated on bar 2. Nothing's happening. Sometimes it doesn't do anything. Okay, it operated on bar 1. Again on bar 1. Clicking, nothing. Bar 1. Bar 1. Nothing. Nothing. Bar 2. Okay. So it just shifts some of the notes left or right, and if we select 1, I think that means just one of the bars, although it might mean one of the rhythm motives, since we have just 2. When it says 1, it might be referring to the to one of the motives. Okay. Now let's try. Let's try all. Okay, so we only have 2 motives, but let's see if what happens. So I'm going to click. Now we've got all motives. Mutate all motives. All right. So I click the dice. Didn't see anything. Now it did both of them. Now it just did 1, I think. Now just 1. Now both. Now both. Both. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Both. 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 Okay. So, oh, it went back to all. I thought I selected one. Let's see what happens if I select one and then hit it. Okay, stayed there. Hit it again. Okay. I'm going to select all. Okay. So all. I don't know. It seems as if whether you select all or one, uh, it might affect um, both bars. So that I'm not sure of. Let's see if the tooltip tells us. Select the number of sections affected by the mutation. Okay, so sections refers to the bars. The bars are sections. So if I select all, that means the mutation should apply to both sections. And sometimes you see something, sometimes it seems it does change both, but sometimes it doesn't. Let's see if we go to a, we might see it better with a 4-bar. Yeah, let's look at this one. Okay, so here we've got 4 sections, right? So let's try, our setting is mutate all of them. So we should see a change in the rhythm in all 4 bars. Okay, so let's see. I think we did see that on that one. I'll hit it again. Yeah, it's shifting. It's shifting the notes in all 4 bars. Yep. So there must be something about when you just have 2 bars that it doesn't, this all or some or one doesn't work quite as expected. But if you have 4, it clearly does. So if I'm correct and we hit 1, now when I hit the dice, when I click on the dice, it should just shift notes in one of the sections or bars. Well, it seemed to do both in that one. You know, it's doing both. It did both there. Did both there. I'm wondering whether if you only have 2 rhythms and you have one selected, that it does, well, yeah, now that makes sense. What was I thinking? Okay, I think I've got it. Here's the deal. Okay, remember, I don't know how I forgot this, but if you alter, we only have 2 rhythms, so if we alter one of them, what's going to happen is the one we're using B in 2 bars, in 2 sections. So therefore, if we alter it in one, it's going to alter it in the other. They're like clones. That's what the deal is. Okay? So we have 4 bars, but only 2 rhythms. And that's why we're seeing that behavior. If we, let's set it up where we have 4 bars and 4 rhythms. Okay? And we'll do, just for the sake of it, 4 melodies, and we'll generate that. Okay. So now we have 4 different rhythms. And if we do the mutate and we just hit 1, whatever one it lands on, since it's different from the other 3, shouldn't affect any of the other 3. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that time just bar 2 was affected. I click on it again now. Now bar 1 is affected. Now bar 4. Now bar 3. Yeah, it's working as just as as expected. So all, some, or one, what that means is yeah, it applies to the sections, but remember that if you're using one like C, if I use C in bars, if I use C in bar 3 and 4, rhythm C in bar 3 and 4, and I've selected 1, it should change the rhythm in both of them, right? Because it's the same rhythm. They're clones. So if I hit the die, okay, since I hit that time, it selected bar 2, so that, okay, it selected bar 1, bar 1, bar 2, bar 1. See, when it came to selecting bar 3 or 4, it changed both of them. Okay. Yep. So that's the answer. Okay. If you're using the rhythm in more than one section, if you're using the same rhythm, in other words, if this letter is the same in more than in 2 sections or more, then when you mutate one of them, it's going to mutate the others because they're all clones. Okay, so that that explains that kind of that explains that. Okay, so we've looked at the rhythm, and that just seems to shift left or right. Now let's turn that off and do mutate motive, and we'll select all to see what it's going to do to all of them. Okay, so the mutate motive. Now the pitch should change here. Yep, pitch is changing, but the rhythm is not changing. See, that's great. That's terrific. So all it does is change the pitch, but it keeps the rhythm, and that's exactly what we want. That's really nice. Really, really nice. Let's play that. So, stop there, Brandon. Let's select another preset. Let's do 4-bar subdivision. Let's try this one. For some reason, I don't know, maybe I made the preset wrong. That only created 2 bars. Let's see, try that again. Yeah, I must have done something wrong on that. Let's try this one. 4-bar subdivision, 50 to 75 complexity. Okay. Okay, I like that. That's perfect. Okay. So, if we apply the mutation to all, it's going to shift the pitch. Let's hear it before the mutation. Okay, not bad. Okay. Now, let's hit the mutation again. We've got, turn that off. Mutate motive all. And we've got three motives. So let's see what we end up with here. Yep. Shifted the pitch in all of them. Let's hear it. seems to kind of almost like compress the pitch. In other words, reduce the number of different pitches in each section. Let's see. Let's generate that melody again. Okay. Let's do it again. Alright. Let's go back to the presets here. Okay, I like that. Now we have a nice variety. Let's listen. It's kind of what we had before. Alright, let's see if I'm right about this mutation of motive and whether it tends to kind of reduce the number of different pitches in each bar. Let's try it. Yeah, I mean it definitely does that. If I undo it, so in bar 1 we've got E, F, E, D, and when we now that time, see, now here's a tricky thing. This mutation, whatever we select, it doesn't seem to be sticky. So you got to be careful with that each time. It looks like you're going to have to go back and, you know, each time you want to use it, click on the buttons you want to use, and because it looks like even if you click on mutate motive, the next time around it might it might just shift to rhythm by itself, is what I'm trying to say. That might be a bug. I'll let the developer know about it, because you probably don't want that. You probably want to be able to set it and leave it, have it like a sticky setting. Set it and leave it, and just whenever you want to change your setting, you know, go in and hit the right radio button. Okay. So, but be that as it may, we've got a bunch of pitches here, and I'm gonna use the all. Okay. No, I'll start with the 1. We'll just mutate 1 section and see what happens. All right. Okay, it mutated the A. Let me go back. Okay, mutate. Now, you know what was funny about that? Did you see that? So I selected mutate motive, and it mutated the motive in the pitches in the first bar. Then I went undo, and I hit it again, expecting it to mutate the pitches again, but it switched over to mutate rhythm. It seems to like default back to mutate rhythm. Okay, but I've got it on mutate motive all. I'm going to set it to mutate. Yeah, let's leave it at mutate motive all. Hit the dice. What happens? Well, that time it didn't compress the pitches. I'm going to hit it again. Nope, it's not really compressing them. Now it did that time. That's kind of again, but now it broadened them out a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, I don't think it always kind of reduces the number of pitches. It just depends. That's actually not bad. It's a lot of repetition, but that's what makes for a good melody. Yeah, that's nice. Play with that a little bit. in the phrase editor, and we could really have something nice there. So, so that's the mutate motive, and then mutate variations. So let's see what the tooltip says about that. Mutate only the variations in one, some, or all of the sections. When replacing variations, the probabilities in the generation options are used. So what variations? I mean, the variation options are here. And the variations, actually variations refers to, it refers to these 5 under the variation icon with the lines with the bullet points, but it also refers to these, what I've been calling operators, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So altogether you have 10, and I guess RapidComposer calls these and these, it refers to all 10 of those as variations. Okay, so we've got that, we've made that clear. So mutate variations, in other words, it's going to mutate it can mutate any of these 10, the 5 under the icon and the 5 that appear here. Okay, so any of these can be mutated. Alright, so the options are, well, let's look. We know what all, some, and one means. That's referring to the sections, right? So all of the sections, some of the sections, or just one of the sections. So that we understand. We also understand the little nuance is that sometimes, you know, you have the same motive or the same rhythm in more than one section, and they're kind of like clones. So if you change one, you're going to change the other. So we understand that nuance. Okay. So then the only thing we have left to consider is that in mutating the variations, it can change them or replace them entirely. So changing them would be, for instance, like if we had the transpose by scale steps. So if we had like a 1, then mutation can possibly change that to 2 or 1.5. That would be a change. Replacing it, I guess, would be like if it was set at 2, to replace it would be to turn it off. In other words, set it back to 0. That would be like replacing that. So if any of these are on, I think replacing it would refer to being off. Now as far as these go, replacing, maybe replacing refers to just like if I had simplify, maybe replacing means turn simplify off and turn split notes, turn on split long notes. That could be what the replacing is referring to. But I think it is clear to understand changing would be, if we look at the 5 variations under the icon, I mean changing would be like, let's say you had split notes and it was set to like 1. I mean changing would be to set it to like 4. That would be a change. Or connecting notes, because these these variations have like parameters, right? So you can change, you can keep the variation and not replace it, but you can change like the parameters. Okay, like rhythm displacement. Like you could, instead of left, you could go right, or instead of auto, you could have 16th notes. So um, that is what the mutations, variations are. And I guess, I mean, if you hit all and you hit replace, I mean, that seems like kind of like the equivalent of just hitting the thunderbolt, but maybe there's a difference. Um, I don't know. But in any event, this is gives you kind of more control and more ways to um, create randomness, you know, controlled randomness. So, in other words, you know, you can randomize just the rhythm, or you can randomize just the melody or the motive, or you can randomize all these variations on the motive or the rhythm, and you can completely replace them, or you can just like tweak the the um, the parameters, like you know, the note uh, splitting notes. You can have more or less of them and things like that. So that's what this is all about. So let's just try changing all, and we've got with this melody, and just see what happens. Okay, I'm clicking, I don't see anything. Let's try a new melody. No. I don't know why I'm getting so many repetitions here. You know, nothing seems to be happening when I select the mutate variations. So let's do one with change. See if that does anything. It doesn't feel like that may not, you know what, that may not be working. That might be a placeholder. Developers hasn't yet quite implemented that, because I don't see anything changing in that at all. So mutate motive, that clearly is working. Yeah, that clearly is working. Yeah, I don't think the mutate variations is working at all. Yeah, no, nothing's happening with that. That's just not on. Okay, uh, so I think that pretty much covers the mutation options, and I'll see you in the next video.